Listen, we get another great comic, and I want to bring him out. You can hear him on Sirius XM. He's also an actor. He is from Moncton. Ladies and gentlemen, Neal Mundle!
How's everyone doing tonight? How about a hand for Mark Burnett putting this all together, doing an awesome job. And everyone else you've seen on the show so far, Brittany Campbell, Wayne Hanson, and how about Darren Elmore? How about a hand for Darren? Darren's been a good friend of mine for many years, and he's very, very funny, obviously. He's humble. He doesn't give himself enough credit, because just last year, he recently got the first gay pride parade organized in Sussex. Yeah. Well, actually, it was just two guys in a pickup chasing him down the street in Sussex Corner, but it was a start. They're going to try to ramp that up this year. That's awesome. Off the top, I just want to thank my friends from Quiz Pam Sis who said they'd be here tonight. That is on the end here. That's what a maybe on Facebook looks like right over there. Facebook should just have 3 options: yes, no, and fuck off, because you get that sometimes. Please let me know when you're coming to Quiz Pam Sis next, because I really want to be there. Yeah, well, there you are. There, fuck you. That's the fuck you seats in the front row. But thank you, folks, for being here in the front row. That's great. Mark mentioned you can hear me on Sirius XM, and it's understandable if you haven't, because I get the highly coveted 3:48 a.m. slot typically. So unless you're a long-haul trucker or a meth head, and sometimes those are the same person. That's what I like to call my super fans. You probably haven't heard me on XM, and that's okay. You hit the big time. Anytime you can do comedy in a place with video lotto, that's a good sign. And especially anytime you've got a men's room, I don't know about the ladies, but the men's room, any place that sells the Rough Rider condoms. Has anyone tried those? Have you tried the Rough Rider, sir? Oh, no, well, that shows, but I don't know if you've tried the Rough Riders or not, but don't, because they're very hard on the hands. Yeah, that's a masturbation joke. That's where this is going. You have to have dick jokes in this business. So I am a proud resident of the city of Moncton. That's my hometown. Thank you. That's more than it deserves. Moncton is now home to the Snow Fox vodka. Is anyone familiar with the Snow Fox? I'm pretty sure they got it. Yes. Wonderful. If you haven't tried it, please do it. It is an award-winning vodka. Recently voted the best tasting vodka that's distilled from the tears of call center workers. Oh, you can just taste the despair. It's a lovely, lovely beverage. It really is. Mark mentioned that I do some acting, I do some theater, and we're rehearsing for a play right now called My Husband's Wild Desires. I play the husband, and I get to spend the entire play in a dress. So I spent like 2 hours a couple weeks ago in a cold rehearsal space trying on dresses for like 2 hours, trying to find something that flattered my frame. So I'm getting a sense of what women go through, just a small sense of what women going through trying to, like at this point I'm just like, don't even fucking look at me. I feel like a big fat cow, okay? Just don't look. Because over Christmas, I had put on some weight, right? I put on some pounds like some of us do at Christmas time. So now I'm back to the gym. I'm back to the gym trying to, lose a few pounds. And I used to belong to the Y years ago in Moncton, and they built a new Y there, and it was a lovely spot. But there's too many hot women that hang out at the YMCA. It was just way too distracting for an old guy like me. The workout area looked out over the pool, right? So you get old guys there like creeping out, looking at young women in their bathing suits and stuff, and they didn't want me doing that anymore. So they asked me to leave. So I joined the Global Gym. And I don't know if you have them here in the area. In Moncton, the Global Gym is the ghetto gym, okay? Like, it's 90% men, and the 10% women that are there we're not sure of. They could break me if they wanted to, most of the women in there. And you get a lot of the really serious workout guys in there, right? Like it's like a fucking Rockies gym or something, and they're just guys just really built up, and they're just pumping. And I was just doing my thing on the machines there one day, and I was just like they were there doing their fucking pumping and just yelling at one another, come on, 3 more, 2 more, this kind of attitude, right? These juice monkeys, right? I mean, they're they took a little break, and all they were talking about is what's your pre-workout routine? What's your post-workout routine? What kind of protein shakes are you taking and everything, right? And then they noticed me kind of overlooking their conversation, and one of them finally turns to me and goes, what about you, buddy? What are your workout goals? And I'm like, I'm just trying to get into my dress, okay? Which earned me no respect whatsoever. But I did get a couple of phone numbers, which was strange. It's a global gym. So, Jesus, I meant to mention this off the top. Here's the big news. I just recently learned that I'm about to become a grandfather for the very first time. Huh? Thank you. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't even be saying anything. My wife has warned me. Because here's the thing. See, my 26-year-old stepdaughter is in the very earliest possible stage of pregnancy. And by that I mean she spends most of her weekends drunk in bars. So it's only a matter of time. Here's hoping, right? The point is, she's not pregnant anymore. Morgenthaler, 1 fetus, no score. In other sporting news, it's Hockey Day in Canada. What? Oh, that last one. Now, you gotta understand something, okay? I'm not proud of everything I say up here, okay? But I'm particularly proud of that last joke. Keep in mind, no actual fetus was aborted during the writing or the telling of that joke, okay? No, that happened in a clinic in Montreal. Well, we felt we had no choice, okay? They were giving out double air miles that weekend, and I'm kidding, come on. They don't give out air miles at abortion clinics. They give out Walmart coupons, but actually what it was, she's got a week booked in Cancun coming up, and we weren't going to take a chance for having one of those freakish Zika virus babies, right? That kid's spending the next 5 years, on the short bus, right? Where do you find a helmet to fit one of these fucking kids, right? Thank you. That's new. Anyway, I've been telling this joke for a while working on this, and now the joke really is on me because I actually am a grandfather, because the second abortion didn't take. So we know he's a fighter, huh? Oh, you should see him. He's the cutest little guy. I call him my little pirate, because he lost an eye. We pinned a little purple heart on his sleepers. He's a fighter. That abortion stuff usually kills. Yeah. Your issue is. So, where are the parents tonight? Parents, let's hear you if you're a proud parent. You are way too happy about that, ma'am. By the way, third row, MVP so far in this show. Just living long. Yeah. I don't even know what that means, but it looks good. It looks positive. I am so fucking old. Oh my God. I've got 4 kids at home. 4, yeah, Jesus Christ. 3 of them are in their 20s. My wife finally told me that none of them are yours. I stepped into one of those instant families. My wife had 3 children from her trial marriage, we like to call it. So at the age of 30, I became the instant dad to 3 of these things. Yeah, you done this?
Oh yeah. 4.
You stepped into 4.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I don't know what to say to that. I thought I was fucking stupid, but wow. There's a trophy in your house, isn't there? Fucking 4 of them. How old were they? Are they still alive? Barely. Huh?
They're 13, 11, 9, and 3.
And 3, wow. Well, that's actually the same proportion ours are. Like, she had 3 that were whatever their ages were, and then we had a 4th child, 10 years to the day from the oldest girl. So it's the same dynamic. Boys, girls?
Well, I have my own boy too, so we have 4 boys and 1 poor girl.
So what's it like living in a trailer park?
I sleep in the car a lot.
He sleeps in the car. Fuck, I should have thought of that. How could it be safer? Jesus Christ. 4 of these things. Holy Christ. But, oh fuck, man, I can't. That just blew me away. I thought I was the stupidest guy on the planet, right? How desperate do you have to be, eh, pal? To get laid, to marry a woman with 3 or 4 kids? And you hear guys bitch about, they're married and they got that period where they have just sexes all the time, then they have a child and that goes away. Well, with us it lasted like, what, a fucking week, right? Yeah, and then reality set in, like, what the fuck did I do? What did I do? Jesus.
He's not gonna help us.
God. Oh, I am a professional comedian, in case anybody's wondering at this point. I get to say that now because I have earned literally dozens of dollars in the last year. Entertaining in pool halls. It's been a sweet ride. I actually helped put one of my daughters through university in Halifax. Of course, on the money I've made as a comic, we couldn't afford the major university down there. It was more of a performing arts school. Doubt you've heard of it, but we're really proud of her because she just recently graduated, so now she's qualified to be a dancer at Blush. Just joking, okay? She can't dance. At all. Oh my God, I can't believe I stayed for the second show, but she's my daughter and I love her. You have to support their dreams wherever it takes them. I don't know if any of you get to Blush, but if you do and catch your act, please tip generously, okay? There's still student loans at play. And we still got 24 more payments on the poll. They don't give those things away. They really don't. If anybody's interested, I've got a CD for sale after the show. It's an old Elton John's greatest hits. It's out in the car. I can go get it. Rocket Man skips. Just make me an offer. We'll work something out. But, the big Lotto Max prize went last night, $60 million. A lot of disappointed faces in here. It went in Ontario, I think, like they need it. I don't know if you guys play the Lotto. I don't. And here's why. I'm afraid I'll win. I am. I tell you what. I've got a bitter wife and 3 greedy stepkids. The only thing that keeps me alive most days is that slow drip of money that I provide, okay? Kind of like Mad Max in Fury Road, eh? Just that slow drip of blood to the war boys. You guys see that? But you put $60 million in my account tomorrow morning, they would beat me to death before you could say Richard Oland, okay? Oh, his bloodied corpse would look like a showpiece next to what you found me, okay? So we're having a rough patch, the wife and I. We decided to go to a counselor. We went to a counselor. I don't know if you're trying this yet, but went to a counselor. Been married over 20 years now, and the counselor suggested that maybe we should talk about our fantasies. We've never done this, 20 years, never talked about our fantasies. So we did. It turns out she and I have the exact same fantasy. It's the one where I'm rich. And then the counselor suggested the next week's, like, maybe you guys should, try to freshen things up in the boudoir, maybe try a different position than you've ever tried before. So we came up with one, and it's the one where she lies out naked on the bed, and I'm in the basement with the internet. That one's her favorite. She's been telling me to go fuck myself for years, so... And as rough as it gets in our relationship, I can never picture myself like leaving her. It's just not in me. I couldn't do that. I couldn't up and leave her. But I do fantasize endlessly about her leaving me. Just coming home someday, finding the furniture, her, the 3 stepkids, the 4 fucking cats, all the scented candles just gone. Just... Just me sitting on a piece of lawn furniture in my living room, drinking a beer and laughing endlessly. Okay, calm the fuck down. Jesus. Gonna tell you about, you guys have a good Christmas? It's kind of ancient history now, but I'm in my 50th year. I turned 49 my last birthday, and I learned a couple things when you're 49. You don't get cool presents anymore, that's for sure. Nobody gives a shit about your birthday or any of that stuff. Christmas was no exception. The only decent present I had to buy myself, new reading glasses. Progressive lenses, ladies. I also got a couple of ties. I got arthritis on my knee. That was from my dad. And then I got hemorrhoids. So now I get to play a little game every morning called Poop and Cry. Does anyone know this game? Feels like you're giving birth, but you're just making spaghetti. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, I had beets last night. That's right. Whoa. Some of you can relate to this silliness. Anyway, we can't keep you folks here all night, but what else can I tell you? I make fun of the middle children in my act because they deserve it. Well, the youngest is mine, or I think she's mine. She comes up with these great one-liners every once in a while that as a dad and comic I'm really fond of. Like this was a while ago. She was 9. They're in the kitchen, 7 o'clock in the morning, getting that school lunch made. And you mothers know how frustrating that can be. And my wife is not a morning person, to say the least. 7 o'clock in the morning, 9 years old. Mom, did you get this for my lunch? Mom, did you get that for my lunch? Finally, my wife says to her, good-naturedly, you know what, Emily? You're getting to be a pain in my ass. To which the 9-year-old responds without skipping a beat, well then, Mom, I must be a huge pain. Then she looked to Dad for the high five. Little relationship advice for you people, okay? Guys, especially, if there's an ass joke about your wife or significant other at 7 in the morning, do not laugh. Don't smile. Like, don't even make fucking eye contact if you can help it, okay? But like I said, I'm so goddamn proud of this little girl, I can't leave her hanging. Here you go. That was a good one. It was good. And it's good. I mean, my wife's got a great sense of humor, and we've got a comfy couch. So, it was worth the week. I get to cuddle up with the dog. It's like camping. It's kind of nice. What was the other one she came out with, too? Oh, that was directed at one of her, at her older sister. So 4 children means 2 middle children, boy and girl. Now, I don't know what middle children are like in your lives. In mine, running competition for many years now. Better part of a decade to see who could be the biggest pain in the ass, right? The boy was bad enough. Oh my God, did he put us through the mill. Like, so, but he turned 19 here just recently, so finally he's off to jail. Laugh it up, you're paying for him now. He's on your meal plan, not mine. It's helped the grocery bill immensely. But the daughter, oh my God, the daughter was even worse, if you could believe it. She just rebelled, like from an early age, just constantly. And we were so concerned, we actually took her to a child psychologist. And she was diagnosed tragically at the age of 15 as being a bitch. Some of you know what I'm talking about here. And I don't know if any of you have a daughter like this, or maybe some of you are a daughter like this. If so, you'll back me up when I say they'll sometimes bring home a boyfriend of questionable integrity. Yeah, in her case, it was the type of boy who would park his car up on my lawn at 3 in the morning, yet not remember putting it there. Which really pissed me off, because I was sleeping on the lawn that morning, and it was a rough night at the billiard hall. It was. But the boyfriend's not a bad kid, eh? He hangs around the house eating my groceries, little prick, but we have fun, though, in our house. We have fun, we play. We had, we came up with some different little nicknames for him, right? My wife and I, we called him Shit for Brains. My daughter had a really cute one for him, though. She called him Kyle. I don't think she understood the game, but anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, back to the youngest. So Kyle's birthday was coming up. So the older girl, 18 at the time, she's in the front of the van with her mom. 9-year-old's in the back. And it's like, Mom, you know, Kyle's birthday's coming up next week. I haven't got a thing for Kyle's birthday. Do you have any idea what I could get Kyle for his birthday? From the back of the van, the 9-year-old chimes in. How about a restraining order? Fuck yeah, Dad will chip in on that one. Can you get those on Kijiji? Does anybody know? Or so anyway, yeah, that's the middle children. But we are really proud of the oldest girl because she did actually recently graduate from Mount Allison University with honors. Yes. So if anybody's looking for an anthropologist, got one in my basement. Works at Subway on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Bit of a sandwich artist, not bragging. But the weird thing, she actually got a job in the city of Moncton in her chosen field of study of anthropology. She gets to study ancient civilizations. Well, she's cleaning rooms at the local seniors' home, but you know, that's a... little grandma muffin from the 70s. Look at that. It totally counts. Yes, it does. Anyway, I do get to travel around, do this, which is awesome. I was up to Toronto a while ago, and I remember it was cold up there. I was so amazed the way people commute in a big city like Toronto. Like the amount of guys that were biking, like not for exercise, but actually like biking to work, suits and ties on. And I thought, wow, that's amazing, because I don't know what it's like here, but in Moncton, you don't see that. Like, you see anybody over the age of 30 on a bike in Moncton, you think, now there's somebody that got caught drinking and driving. Right? But all the other cool modes of transport in a big city like Toronto, right? I mean, subways, streetcars, even I was impressed by buses in Toronto. First of all, there was hot women on buses in Toronto. Don't see that in Moncton. I mean, in fact, you see anybody over the age of 30 on a bus in Moncton, you think, now there's somebody that got caught drinking and driving on their bike. So, and that was a bad Tuesday. That was bad. But anyway, I'm gonna leave you on this one before we bring Mr. Mark Burnett up. I'm not gonna even attempt to fuck with that thing. I was over at PEI recently, and actually we're going back over again next weekend. They love us over there. I don't know why. But it was weird, like we did this venue, and it was in some buttfuck PEI somewhere. Sure, it was a lovely little town in the summer, but not in the winter. It was an older audience, is the point, and a couple older girls after they came up, they knew I was from New Brunswick, and they were almost bragging about the fact that they in PEI had a better royal visit than New Brunswick ever had. Like they remembered that in St. John, what was that, like 2 years ago? Who the hell did you have for a royal visitor? Nobody knows or cares, right? Fuck no. No, but you had Charles and Camilla came to the port city. Yay, right? I didn't care either. But she was like, well, you know, PEI, back after the big royal wedding, we had Will and Kate. And it was a big deal. Like Kelly Ripa showed up from US Network TV and did a fucking show from Charlottetown Wharf, for Christ's sake. Like it was a big thing. They were so happy with that. And I thought, she's kind of right there, you know? We kind of got screwed on that here in New Brunswick. Fuck, I mean, that was like PEI, they got the cast of Big Bang Theory, and we got the fucking Golden Girls here. Right? I mean, it was like, you know, they got Ricky and Julian, and we got Randy and Leahy, for fuck's sakes. I mean, that was like they got, you know, Justin Trudeau and his hot little wife Sophie, and we got like Steve Harper and whoever the hell it is fucks him. Does anybody know? Or care? We know he's done fucking us. We know that. That slight burning sensation is going away now. But all that to say, it reminded me of the royal wedding when that happened, right? And I thought one thing I always wondered: do you suppose William and his brother Andrew they had like a wild bachelor party? Can you see them at like a place like Blush? Huh? You know, can you see like putting the bills in the G-string? A little awkward for the boys though, eh? You know, like picture of your grandmother on every one. Well, I guess this one's from Nana. There you go. You guys have been fantastic. I'll give you back to the capable hands, Mark Burnett. My name's Neal Mundle. Thank you very much.
Neal Mundle! What's that about? Listen, folks, this is the end of our show. Let's hear it again for our comics. Neal Mundle, Darren Elmore, Brittany Campbell, Wayne Hanson,